Have you ever had that heart-stopping moment when your car tax is due, but that reminder letter is just gone? Or maybe you've just bought a car and the logbook is missing in action. Well, you're in the right place. We're here with the experts at My Tax Accountant to walk you through the V10 form, the exact bit of paperwork designed to solve these headaches. Stick with us, because this could save you a whole lot of trouble.
It's a nightmare scenario, isn't it? You found your perfect car, but the dealer sheepishly admits they've misplaced the V5C logbook. Or even worse, your tax is due literally tomorrow, and that all-important reminder never showed up. It's super stressful and can leave you legally unable to drive. But honestly, don't panic. There is a specific DVLA form made for these exact moments.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with what the V10 form actually is and the key times you'll definitely need it. Then we'll get into some special cases that could actually save you a bit of money. After that, we'll walk you through filling it out and getting it submitted. And of course, we'll wrap up by showing you where to get expert help if you need it. Let's dive in.
So, first things first, what exactly are we talking about here? Think of the V10 as the hero that swoops in when the usual tax process just isn't working out.
So, in simple terms, the V10 is the official application for vehicle tax from the DVLA. It's your go-to tool when the normal ways of doing things, using that 16-digit code on your V11 reminder or hopping onto the government's website, just aren't an option. It's basically your essential plan B for getting your car taxed.
And here's a really quick but super important heads up. This form isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. If you're driving a heavy goods vehicle, an HGV, you'll need a completely different form, the V85. Trust me, using the wrong one will just cause delays, so it's a vital little detail to know from the get-go.
Okay, so we know what it is. Now for the million-dollar question, when do you actually need to use one? Let's break down the main scenarios. It really boils down to four main situations. First, and this is the most common one, your V11 reminder letter just hasn't arrived. Second, your vehicle is currently declared off-road with a SORN and you're ready to get it back on the road. Third, your vehicle's details have changed. Maybe its tax class is different now. And finally, if there's been any kind of gap in your vehicle's tax history.
Let's paint a picture, because this happens to so many people. You've just moved house. You think you've updated everything, but that DVLA tax reminder gets sent to your old address. Without that letter and its reference number, you're stuck. You can't tax your car online. This is where the V10 form becomes your absolute lifesaver.
All right, here's a brilliant little pro tip for you, straight from gov.uk. Let's say you know you're going to be away when your tax is due, maybe on a much-needed holiday. You don't have to stress and wait to do it online. You can actually use a V10 form to apply by post up to 2 months early. Just pop a little note in explaining why, and you can go and relax knowing it's all sorted.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. The V10 isn't just for emergencies. It's also key for some unique situations. And stay with me here, because this next part on exemptions could literally save you hundreds of pounds a year.
Let's talk classic cars, shall we? If you own a historic vehicle, and that's officially one built more than 40 years ago, it's exempt from vehicle tax. Pretty cool, right? But here's the catch. It isn't automatic. The very first time you claim this exemption, you have to physically take a completed V10 form, your V5C logbook, and a valid MOT to a post office. That's how you get the tax class changed to historic. So if you're like Chloe, a freelancer in Manchester with her beloved classic Mini, this is the exact process you'd follow.
The V10 is also absolutely crucial for claiming disability tax exemptions. It works in two ways. If you get the higher rate mobility component of DLA, PIP, or ADP, you can get 100% exemption from car tax. But if you receive the standard rate mobility component of PIP or ADP, you're eligible for a 50% reduction. And it's for claiming that 50% discount where the V10 form is specifically required.
All right, that's not all, and listen up, because this is where a lot of people can trip up. Knowing when to use the form is half the battle, but filling it out correctly is the other half. So let's walk through how to actually complete the application.
Okay, before we even touch the V10, let's tackle the elephant in the room, the big one. What on earth do you do if you don't have the V5C logbook at all? Maybe the previous owner lost it or it just never turned up in the post. You can't do anything without it.
Well, thankfully, there is a proper process, but you'll need to be aware of the cost. As of late 2025, it's going to set you back £25 to apply for a new V5C logbook. This is the non-negotiable first step if yours is missing, and you can't tax the vehicle until this is sorted.
The form you're looking for here is the V62, which is the application for a vehicle registration certificate.
You fill it out and post it off to the DVLA. But, and this is the big but, you've got to be patient. It can take up to 6 weeks to land on your doormat. And you absolutely positively cannot tax your vehicle until you have that new logbook in your hand. So get on it quickly.
All right, so let's assume you've got your V5C sorted and it's sitting right in front of you. This right here is the V10 form. I know, it looks like a bit of official paperwork, but don't worry, it's actually pretty straightforward. We're going to break it down right now.
Let's do a quick run through. First up, Section 1, your details. Easy. Just pop your full name and current address in there, all in capital letters, nice and clear. Next, Section 2 is all about the vehicle. You'll need the registration number, make, model, and tax class. Just copy it straight from your V5C logbook. Then, Section 3 is the tax itself. You choose whether you want 6 or 12 months of tax and pick the month you want it to start. Section 4 is payment. Just tick the box for how you're paying. And finally, the most important bit, the declaration. Do not forget to sign and date the form.
Okay, the form is filled out, you've checked it twice, and it's signed. Now for the home stretch, getting it processed by the DVLA. You've got a couple of options. You basically got two choices. You can do it in person or by post. If you want to do it face-to-face, you need to head to a post office that specifically deals with vehicle tax. Not all of them do. You'll need to take your completed V10, your V5C logbook, and your valid MOT certificate. If you're going old school and posting it, you'll send all those documents plus a check or postal order for the payment to the DVLA address in Swansea.
So, as you can see, the V10 form is a fantastic tool to have in your back pocket for these specific situations. But let's be honest, tax in general can get complicated fast. Rules can change, and your own circumstances can make things pretty confusing.
And on that note, we have a really important disclaimer. The information we've shared here today is for general guidance only. It's not a substitute for professional advice. Tax rules can be complex, so before you make any financial decisions, it's absolutely essential to consult with a qualified expert who understands your specific situation.
And if you're looking for that professional advice, the friendly experts at My Tax Accountant are the people to call. For help with vehicle tax or any other accounting questions, you can reach them on 028 570 8531, or you can drop them an email at info@mytaxaccountant.co.uk. For a deeper dive into everything we've covered, check out their full article at mytaxaccountant.co.uk/post/V10 form. And of course, for more guides just like this one, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button on their YouTube channel.
We'll leave you with one last question to think about. We mentioned changing a vehicle's tax class earlier. Are you 100% sure yours is correct? Especially for business owners or anyone with a modified vehicle, a quick expert review could honestly save you a significant amount of money, year after year. Definitely something to think about, right? Thanks for joining us.